3, 2, 1, 0.
The driver got distracted and as a result got in an accident. In the sky to shoot self-defense, lost his memory at any expense. And then the witnesses went on to describe that in the window was a bearded guy. Now on the radio, TV, and the press release, they're looking for the bearded man, because the man with the beard has a criminal mind. They're looking for the bearded man in the window.
I am Roland Johns. I am Sim Racing.
I'm Wes Fuller, driver the number 35, stand up to Cancer Ford. I am Sim Racing.
Hi, I'm Cameron Peterson. I am Sim Racing.
What's going on? It's Rob Biotti from iRacing, driving the number 44 Toyota Camry, and I am Sim Racing.
Hello, I am Christopher Hamilton, and I am Sim Racing.
Hi, I'm Eric Andrews. I am Sim Racing.
We are Sim Racing.
Hello and welcome everybody to the iRacing short course of the Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series. We're going to come to you live from Wild West Motorsports Park up in Reno, Nevada, California adjacent there. And we got a little practice going on right now. Nice overhead shot from the Lucas Oil helicopter. Will and the boys getting some great shots there. Everybody up. Well, tonight's race is hosted by, of course, Connor Berry, the young man who got it started all. I want to thank a lot of our great sponsors like CBR, AIM Data Systems, Sparco, CDC Apparel. It's not clean.
It's super clean.
Bomber Eyewear, K&N, Lawrence Equipment, and, of course, Rigid Industries. And this broadcast is brought to you by Death by Moose Media, and, of course, myself, Dave Arnold, and Randall Alvarez with the race call.
Thank you, Dave. Let's go ahead and go back to the live scene. As we have 5 minutes to go, for everyone out there, you know we're social distancing right now, but we're making it work, and I think tonight's gonna be a good race. I had a good holiday weekend, and I think it's ready to see some racing.
Oh, definitely, and of course we got to celebrate our Independence Day. I'm just hoping we all get that independence back with this quarantine going on right now.
Yeah, I want freedom back.
Most definitely. But we're in round number 12, and I'll tell you, the action has been heating up. The racing has been so good. Fortunately, we were on a little hiatus. We didn't broadcast the last 2 weeks, but they did do a round 11. And, of course, you know, the racing, the drivers have been all talked to. The racing's been really clean, really good. And, of course, I didn't know if you knew this, Randall. You know, today is video game day.
No, but I do now. How did you find out about this video game day?
This just in from Facebook.
Oh, thank you, Facebook.
Yeah, I just never even heard. Didn't even know there was a video game day.
Yeah, for me, pretty much every day is a video game day. So, you know, I celebrate that yearly, year-round, actually, 360 days of the week, no off days.
I like it. And, of course, this is, I'm not going to call this a video game. This is a true race simulation. And, I mean, these tracks are down to the nano pebbles that we see. And I've been to all these tracks over the many years, and it fools me for a few seconds here and there.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, and I know you actually just had your Lucas Oil regionals that you're at, and a lot of the drivers that we have in the short course series were racing that regionals. Did you see an improvement in their driving?
Oh, absolutely. I know Connor Berry looked really fast. Unfortunately, flat tire and getting caught up in some incidents on the track. I saw him improve. You know, the Chiramanis. Wow, those kids were on fire too. Both Bronson and Braden did awesome. Saw the podium, stood tall on there, and I saw the difference. I really did. We were at Glen Helen. We don't have a simulation of Glen Helen, but I can see that they see the lines a little bit different now.
Mm-hmm.
They see the track a little bit different. They realize, you have to be smoother. Oh, wow, looks like Jacobus there in the tree.
just catching the wall a little bit.
Yeah, but you can really see that they're taking it serious there.
Yeah, that's really awesome, and that's one thing that I think maybe a lot of people don't get to see a direct one-on-one correlation from iRacing or simulation racing because they don't have the vehicles to drive on during the season. So it's kind of fun to see people that or see kids that have their their mod carts and practicing, and then able to take that skill that they've gleaned over the off season and apply it to the race. And I think it's time for Chappie's invocation.
All right, well, it's time for Racers for Christ with Steve Hansen, our chaplain.
Hello, racers. This is Steve Hansen, chaplain with Racers for Christ. Just wanted to take a time to pray with you before your race. So please bow with me as we pray. Father, I know it may seem silly to pray before a race such as this, but it's a good reminder to us that regardless if we're putting our lives on the line or we're just having a good time, you want to be in constant communication with us. In that spirit we pray today. And Father, I just ask that you would keep us, our families, our teammates, and our competitors safe during this time, that we would remain healthy while this virus spreads, that we would find security in times of economic uncertainty, and that our community would remain tight and grounded, even though we find ourselves in political turmoil in the community that surrounds us. So, Father, in all this, I just ask that we would find the health and security and the hope in our future, even though things seem uncertain at this time. So in Jesus' name I pray, amen.
And welcome back, folks. That was a great invocation by our chappie over there. And also just want to have a quick shout out for our broadcast sponsors. That's going to be Critical Hit Bass Lures. If you're not fishing,
Up, we're looking at Leighton Kramer right now.
I might have done that on purpose.
Ah, you're a smart man.
Yep, try to think ahead of the curve. And then also, would like to thank Southern California's Nautilus Media Systems. If you guys are looking for any AV, home integration, networking needs, hit them up. They'll help you out. And it looks like we are getting ready for the national anthem. So once Bronson gets in the car, we'll go ahead and kick it off. And we'll go straight from there.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
And awesome representing the stars and bars on there. Thanks to Bronson Cheramani once again. Great to see them in real life. Little family. Saw their grandpa Maurice. He's been a big supporter of their program, as well as their cousin Sheldon Creed. I don't know if Sheldon's out there. And great to see Zach Drapkin was out there. Unfortunately, he was getting his training gears done for Reno, but unfortunately, we're not going up there in 2 weeks. The Nationals are going to be at Glen Helen.
Yeah,
So,
I got a text from him saying, dude, can you believe this? I just finished my training getting re-geared and we have to switch gears. And I was like, what? That's horrible.
that was the whole reason, it was the whole reason he didn't,
Do
race.
the regionals,
but,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's such a bummer. But hey, at least he's geared up and ready to go now.
Yep. And then, of course, Ethan Ebert was out there in his pro light. That was awesome to see. Saw Chris Newer out there hanging out, checking out the regionals.
Speaking of Chris, we're actually watching his son right now, Reese Newer, taking some qualifying laps.
Oh, cool to see Ashton Perfect's in there. See Jimmy Weitzel, saw him playing a little bit.
See if he's out there on the track right now.
Yep. There's Jimmy.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go through some of the qualifying times that are up and running.
Who do we got going to dance?
Okay, so we're actually taking the top 10.
All right.
Luke Knupp is going to be in first. That's running a 49.917. We have Ethan Ebert running a 49.933. Man, these guys are hot on their tail.
Well, that was literally 16th hundredths of a second.
You could shave that with a file. And actually,
Yeah.
he just beat Luke with a faster time right now. He ran a 49.904. What?
Yeah, I just saw the change.
Wow. That is so fast. And then right behind him, we have, looks like, Braden Charamonte in a 50.98. So looks like they're all right in the cusp of the high 49s to low 50s. That's our top three. Waiting on, looks like Trenton Briley's going to make fourth. Sean Heck is taking fifth. Leighton Kramer is in sixth. Seventh is going to Matias Arjona. I can't. I know it's got a silent J. Arona, yeah.
Oh, Hot Sauce is out there. I see.
Yep.
Doing Hardesty.
Hardesty, he just threw down a 50.333.
He threw down a big win this weekend.
Really? Well, where was he racing?
Pro Buggy at Glen Helen.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
And then it looks like Brody Graham. And then, on the bubble, Zap Drapkin.
Oh,
50.427.
I see Sean Heck's in, Trenton Briley so far, Leighton Kramer. Oh, Japkin. Oh, Watson just outside. He's going to have to go to a heat race. Now, let's talk a little bit about how we're going to get him in. Top 10 out of this are going to qualify.
That's correct.
Then we're going to run 2 heat races, right?
Three heat races.
3 heat races. And then one LCQ.
Yes. So we're going to run 3 heat races, taking the top 2. Each heat race will have 8 laps, and then 1 LCQ, possibly 2. They're trying to set up the format right now, or they set up the format, so we'll see how it takes. But most likely 1 LCQ, taking the top 2 guys from there, and that's going to be a 4-lap race. And then our feature event, or our main, is going to have 22 laps.
With 18 drivers.
That's correct.
Okay. I was just doing the math. Just letting you know, I got my shoes and socks off so I could count past 10.
Yeah, I can't count that high with my shoes and socks off. Oh, man.
Great shot there, Zach Drapkin, throwing down some laps there.
Yep. And it looks like no one has really, Zach just got bounced off. Looks like Brock Dickerson just took his place. Oh, nope. Zach comes back with a 9th, into 9th with a faster time of 50.308.
I wouldn't be surprised if Brock was as fast as he is.
Yeah, Brock snagged his spot, but then Zach pushed him back down.
Ooh. See George Lemos's out there racing. He raced this weekend. Had a good day, that's for sure.
Yeah, it looks like Looks like Darren is riding the bubble right now. So hot sauce out there. And looks like he just put it in the pits.
So looking around, some of the other drivers are out there. We've got Hayes, Whiteson, let's see, Rampert, Mikey Lawrence, 21st. Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah.
Eric Jacobus, 27th, handoff. Sean Heck, man, is doing good out there in third. Eber still sitting second with Knupp in that first position. I know Luke was hoping to see him at Lucasville Regionals, but unfortunately he was racing the Silver State, one of the best of the desert races.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's right now that we're doing qualifying, and it's solo qualifying, so that allows these guys to kind of throw down their best lines. But once we get into the race, we'll see how this really plays out. So some of these drivers I think have better race prowess, or they have I don't know what you'd call it exactly. They handle being in a crowd better, or racing side by side drivers a lot better than being up in front.
Yeah, so, that's for sure.
So we'll
Great
see.
Shot there, Brock. Yep, Brock Dickerson. He's always fast, Brock.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be definitely making it into the main. As long as he doesn't get bumped out of the way, he should be okay.
Oh, we still got 1 minute to go here for qualifying for all these drivers. We're going to see who's going to make the main automatically, and who will have to race their way in will be the question.
Definitely. And while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and run through our sponsors one more time.
Most definitely. Of course, I want to thank EDC Apparel, CBR Performance, AIM Data Systems. It's just not clean.
It's super clean.
There you go. Rigid Industries. And, of course, Lawrence Equipment. We just saw Mikey Lawrence out there.
Yep.
And also want to thank, I'm forgetting somebody.
Sparko. Yep.
Captain Sparko. And, of course, we couldn't do it without our broadcast sponsors either.
That's correct. And that's going to be Critical Hit Bass Lures and also Southern California's Nautilus Media Systems. But we did miss one sponsor for the event, and that's going to be Bomber Eyewear.
Bomber Eyewear. I could not believe I forgot Bomber.
Yeah, are you wearing your Bomber Eyewear right now? Is that what happened?
I think I forgot to put my glasses on. That was the problem.
It's okay. I got your back.
And, of course, they make prescription glasses, safety glasses, as well as, the great UV protection being on the river. And, of course, what's nice about them, they float.
I know. The greatest thing.
Yep. You probably remember seeing those going to the river yourself. And all.
Yeah, I owned a couple. They'd always be in the little the river camp had the little
aluminum
shop.
rack glasses.
Yep, have the aluminum rack. They're all Bomber Eyewear. And if you're riding on the river, you'd probably find a pair, one or two, floating down the river too.
And I actually have.
I have too.
Well, looks like we're getting ready to go into our first heat race here.
Yep.
And it looks like we got our qualifiers.
So let's go ahead and go off. Why did it take Darren Hardesty? He was in the top.
He must have got bumped.
I guess. They must have changed something then. Interesting. All right. Well, let's go ahead and we'll go with the flow. Let's start off with some of the drivers out there. Gonna go ahead and drop down the driver right along right there, and this is going to be the number 79 of Reese Newer in the Sparko and full send. Beautiful paint scheme. Method Racing wheels.
Yep. I'm liking that paint scheme.
Oh yeah.
And of course the classic Lawrence Equipment there on the side. He's got King shocks and Haas, BF Goodrich tires underneath him. That's Mikey Lawrence in the 85.
We have a new driver to the scene. Looks like Trey Hernquist, and looks like he's running the Salty crew. They must be a bunch of fishermen. Oh, whoa. Okay. Did they... All right, guys, we're going to take 1 second and back out and find out what's going on. Just let me go ahead and talk to the race admins. And welcome back, folks. Went ahead and talked to the admins. Looked like we were mistaken. Darren did get bumped down at the very end, but we are also getting ready. They, for some reason, the session did not want to have everyone pace, so we're going to have to just go straight into the race.
Yeah, it looks like I feel a little damage already. A little fiberglass rubbing going on there.
Yep, let's go ahead and hit all these drivers real fast. Uh-oh, I locked onto someone that is blinking. All right, so yeah.
There's Elliott Watson. He's driving, of course, the Honda Racing Talon, General Tire, KMC wheels, back machine. Or the factory Honda Talon, right? There's Eric Jacobus there in the J8 Racing. And K&N Filters. And hey, what do we got there?
The drinking team.
Ricky Johnson, baby, on the number 6. Love that thing there, the Papas and beer. Of course, that goes hand in hand.
Yep. And then let's see who else we have out there. We've talked about Darren Hardesty. Looks like we're missing. Oh, there we go. Jimmy Weitzel.
Yeah. Jimmy Weitzel there in the 159. Always runs the 59 number. Love it. Ultra Motorsports on the side representing. Got to admit, still love my Ultra wheels.
Yeah, they look clean. All right, here we go.
And the rolling start going down there. Hardesty and Watson will lead them. A little fewer trucks than we noticed there. You got green there?
I believe they're going to pace one, so they're probably going to burn a lap.
Okay. It's showing green on their screen there.
It is.
Lap 2 started.
Yeah, right now race control is actually controlling the race, so they're not lined up properly, but they're pacing it out one, and then they'll be going green soon.
Okay, they got Watson and Hardesty, then see here, Newer and Jacobus, Weitzel and Burnquist. Where's Mikey Lawrence?
Lawrence, I think, is actually running the back of the track. Yep, that is correct. He's looks like he got stuck behind.
Not sure what's going on with him then, stuck behind on. There he is. He's going up the front straight up the hill.
Yep. Can't start the show without Lawrence equipment.
No, gosh, no.
Yeah, you definitely need those tortillas.
I'm craving a taco right now.
Don't get me started on that. Sounds so good right now. Either some nice chicken or little pork tacos.
Oh, carne asada.
Yup.
Yeah, it takes a quality tortilla. Like in the little group there, they got the firm. The guys with Hardesty.
Yeah, I believe that's Dan Hardesty, Ethan Ebert, Luke Knupp, and I think possibly one other driver. I don't know the full lineup for their team.
They should make little business suits for their driving suits.
I think they should at least either that or put that on the car. Have a professional dress car paint scheme.
Yeah.
Or truck paint scheme.
With a briefcase.
Definitely with a briefcase. They can put it in the back. Spare tires.
There you go. You don't use spare tires in short course, though.
That is correct. It's a perfect spot for your briefcase, then.
Well, we do, but they're in the pits. Oh, is that Eric Meek standing up there, or one of our photographers?
Yeah, I brought him out tonight.
All right, here we go. We are green, green, green. Mr. Ricky Johnson tried to split off to the inside. Couldn't get the speed there as Watson. Oh, goes up there. Hardesty up on the wall, and here comes Johnson. 3 wide as they go off the ski jump. Watson is going to lead him into turn 2 with Hardesty, Johnson, Newer.
You know, someone I always have been keeping my eye on since these races have been going on is Reese Newer. He's been getting faster and faster every single time he's out here.
Oh, definitely. It's great to see a lot of these young drivers that progress over the weeks.
Yeah, and you can see right there, nice little nose in coming into turn 4.
Little left tap there to Ricky Johnson.
A little bit. That's a hard turn to control. You have to, you're pretty much bouncing up and down. You don't have too much control, so you got to line it up and go. And Ricky kind of slowed down a bit, but Ricky might give it back to him. Yep, right here, turn 1. Little hello.
Yeah, that was a very clean move, though. I got to say, that was totally door to door.
Oh yeah.
Hard contact. Now coming off that upper turn, though, there's a little bump there, so it like really unsettles the truck. And in real life, the same thing happens. Going on board here with Reese Brewer, the Sparko truck, as Johnson shoots up the inside, up the hill. Watson and Hardesty battling now. Newer and Johnson battle for third. Great shot. You see the suspension working on Newer's machine.
Oh, and there we go. Darren getting on the inside.
Oh, Darren likes to ride that K-rail. You notice that?
It's a smart move as long as you don't get yourself lifted up too high. You can get pretty fast around that corner by just barely touching the K-rail.
Oh yeah, but he saw Reese Newer got out of shape coming off that hill.
Yeah, I
He's
think
able to get back up.
Yeah, I think he was one of those. I think he tried to do the same thing as Darren and got a little too high. Ended up throwing himself out there.
Oh yeah, exactly. I think you're right. Well, look at this. Here comes Weitzel.
All that battling out has opened up a position for him to move up.
Newer and Johnson side by side up the hill.
Into turn 1. Johnson's going to get the inside, though. Newer coming in too hot.
Oh, beautiful move by Johnson. Slid right into the position. Call that a slide job, baby.
Oh, yeah. And I think Reese is going to try and set up and take the inside. Oh, and drags his tail right across.
Johnson was looking and knew he was going to go to the inside, so he set up high to shoot down low on the inside. Fortunately, it bit him. And you can see now Reese got that position.
Yeah, that turn 2 is really tough because the inside guy, even though he may be coming a little hotter, he can keep his tail end right on top of you. So you can't, even if you overshoot and try to take the nose in, the door closes too fast.
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree with you on that. It's such a short, tight turn. You get pinched out quickly.
Yeah.
Well, here they come out of turn 1 again off the ski jump. Watson out front. Hard to see. So it's the Honda Talon driver leading the race. Oh, beautiful move by Johnson. As he slides down there, Reese got the binders a little too hard. Kind of stuttered him up and, shaved off way too much speed. But look at this, Weitzel right on the bumper there of Newer.
He's going for it. And honestly, I think Weitzel might have an opportunity. If he can find that opening between both those guys fighting out, he might be able to snag it away from both of them.
And boy, they're carrying a lot of speed out of that final turn. Here's the final lap. The white flag is out. Watson and Hardesty still battling, trying to get into the main event. Those two definitely be going. Unfortunately, Johnson, Newer, I don't think there's enough time right now, Randall.
No, definitely not enough time. They, both Elliott and Darren are just, you can see right now, they know they have it, and they're just going to ride it clean, let it be what it is. Don't need to be first. Just let it go. You guys have, you got the space, you have the position. There's no reason to take each other out.
You can give that Ricky Bobbyism. You ain't first, you're last. What does that mean? But here comes a checkered flag for Watson, followed by Hardesty.
What a clean run.
Oh, definitely. Those guys look like it was in a drift near competition.
Yeah.
Watson opening up the donut shop.
All right, so expecting it to start again on us. We'll have to go through a little faster going through these cars in the beginning. But that's okay.
Not a problemo.
We're good at winging it.
See all the great sponsors on the overhead there. Protect the Harvest, Lucas Oil, General Tire, all part of the Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series. Nav TV, of course, Lucas Oil Racing TV. Catch a lot of this and replays live on.
All right, here we go. Starting off with our, looks like position 2, or second position right now, is going to be Reese Peterson, running in that Pro, is that i6 or 1600 or the i600?
Actually, it looks like 1600.
Oh, you're right. I was noticing that little the little artistic line going off made it look like an I. You're right, 1600.
Yeah. Yeah.
International.
Yeah, General Tire, of course. And
a major performance on the hood.
Yep. And who else we got here?
That's going to be Francisco Peta, running that Sparco.
Okay.
Mexico. Sorry. Sorry, Francisco. 152. General Tires.
His last name's Alvarez, so he's allowed to.
All right.
There's Brody Graham there, the BGR Blade Racing there, Bomber Eyewear, K&N, Sparco, CBR.
Larry Hayes in a nice clean 175 paint scheme. I like that that lime and black. Reminds me of the old RC car days.
Yeah, there you go, the old SC10s.
Yup.
General Tire on the side there. And of course, we saw a little bit of the teaser at the beginning of that game of Ivan the Ironman Stewart's paint scheme there, Toyota. That's Daniel Rampert with BF Goodrich. Nip and Denza Spark Plugs. Bosch, I love it. Seeing all the old school sponsors.
That's awesome. And then
how about MCI?
And we have Ashton Perfect in the number 17. Looks like he's running all white tonight. A little bit of orange.
I want to say General Tire and Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series.
Yep. And then George Lamosas and the Hot Wheels Ford Racing. That is cool. I like that. Number 88.
Oh, yeah. Looks good. XM Coca-Cola on the side there.
Yep.
Slurp Co. And let's see, who do we got here?
James Randolfo. Or Randolph. Why did I add an O to that? Oh my gosh. Randolph.
I don't know.
Man.
Okay, Randall. Trying to make like a Cheerios cereal out of
You gotta take it away for a second.
All right, so he's in the Thrustmaster.
Thrustmaster number 22.
General Tires underneath him.
Yep. All right.
Is that it?
That is it. And I am ready to see some racing. Yeah, I really like Brody Graham's paint scheme. That is so awesome.
Oh, yeah. That thing's freaking awesome. It's kind of like that camo.
Yeah, it's that like blotchy, rough camo. It's not perfect. It's a little bit of mismatched.
Kind of like nature. But there's beauty in it.
Oh, have you seen the Busch Light commercial where the guy was camouflaged as a rock and catches a beer?
Yes.
That blew my mind.
They're kind of freaky. So, saw one of the Hot Wheels, just to diverse a little bit here. This last weekend, we celebrated, of course, 4th of July.
Yep.
We were at home. Because Fullerton, we could have fireworks, and neighbor put on, he spent some high dollars on some fireworks.
Oh, was that you that I was seeing out there? Or your neighbor?
Yeah, possibly not fully legal.
Yeah, lit up my sky.
Allegedly. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I got to a couple of their daughter's friends. Their father is a engineer at Hot Wheels.
Oh, no way.
So I was talking to him a lot about, the different cars and how Hot Wheels is now involved with a lot of the mod kits. So I think it's pretty cool on that. And I got to say that my voice is all over the Mod Kids USA. It's on the Hot Wheels site. So if you go to Hot Wheels and you search their site, you can look up Mod Kids or Mod Kids USA.
Yeah.
And you'll see a lot of our young drivers that are out racing here tonight. A lot of them that are showcased in that film, but they're on the Hot Wheels site. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That is awesome.
Still waiting for my big check because my voice is all over it, but that hasn't come yet.
You got to go with royalties, man. Small checks, continuously.
That's okay. I just feel very privileged to have all these young drivers. I've been able to watch up and turn into some of the biggest stars of short course off-road. But here we go. Looks like we're green. Gray Lane just sped off there. Graham's going to lead him up here in turn 1.
Oh, Larry coming out a little hot, but Reese saving it. Just beautiful save by Reese there.
It's like he just planned to scrub that speed by pitching sideways. He literally backed that thing in.
Yeah.
Brody Graham looking very smooth.
Coming out of turn 3.
Yep. Patterson up the hill.
Going for the inside.
Looks like Petta and Randolph, not Randolfo.
You're never going to let me live that down.
Oh, it was great.
Well, I said it, I was like, wait, what am I saying? Oh, no. Francisco catching the inside with that K-rail.
Oh,
that suspension just pops you over the moment you touch it. You got to be really light with it. Luckily, he's back on all fours and out in the track.
Well, one of the things with these, way in real life, these shocks will load up, and the energy return will literally flip you right over.
Oh yeah.
I've seen it in trophy trucks many times. Those are even worse than these.
All right, looks like we actually have a good battle breaking out between Ashton Perfect and George Lamosas.
It looks like Ashton get his Perfect Motorsports got that back. It was weird because they loaded him as number 17, remember?
It did.
And now they're 90.
His paint just didn't load up. That's what it was.
Yeah. So he's got the Perfect Motorsports on there. Ashton been doing a little desert racing with his dad, which is really cool. His dad has a deep history in desert racing, and of course, the family runs the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series. Which hopefully, with this all over, we get a bunch of people to come out and hang out in September with us out there.
I'm gonna definitely try and make it.
Yeah, that one's in Victorville, which will be. It's
That's
actually
not too
really
bad.
cool venue. No, it's a really cool venue. And they've done an absolutely great job of the track. But talk about challenging tracks. I think this is one of the more interesting tracks that we have here in Reno, Wild West Motorsports. Lots of elevation changes.
And
high speed.
Sorry to interrupt you there, but the comp caution is out for this lap, so they're going to go ahead and re-rack and get them back at it. But it looks like Brody Graham and Reese Pedersen are the fastest out there. But Larry's got some speed behind him. I think he just needs to get his braking points down, and he'd be a little bit faster.
I've noticed that he's created a little bit too much speed there, and he ends up shaving it off. I think if he got on the brakes and got a little bit more control on the car, he'd actually be running closer with the two of these.
Oh, definitely. He's got speed on him. He's just, timing. That's what it comes down to, brakes and timing.
Getting your braking marks. A lot of these drivers pick a spot on the track where they're going, where they're going to start to brake. So like going up the hill just after you go by the pit entrance, probably getting a little light on the brakes. Some guys go a little bit deeper into it. So we'll see on this restart here. We're going to come down the hill. Brody Graham, Reese Pedersen, Larry Hayes, Rampart, Lamosas, Perfect, and Randolph, Petta, and Chiramani.
Single fall restart, and we are green for heat number 2.
It's got Chiramani in there, but he's down for a lap, so I think that's wrong. So
Yeah,
Graham-
Chermani is in there,
Oh,
but he since he ran his truck, he has to back out, and he can't run in the heat since he's adminning.
I gotcha. Graham with a great restart there. Patterson trying to do everything he can to catch up. He's got a lot of footsteps behind him. His
Honestly,
Valley Road
big props to Daniel Rampert on that turn 2. He could have easily turned over Hayes, but instead lifted, set himself up, and took that corner. Very clean.
Looks like Ashton perfect. A beautiful move to the inside there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at him go.
on the move. And Toyota trying to chase him down.
Oh, with the full send.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. A lot of the guys create too much speed there. Ashton with a beautiful move. He slides up. Moves into 5th now, or trying to work his way into the race. So Graham still leading. Peterson, Hayes, Lamosis on board with George Lamosis right now, the young man. Hot Wheels sponsored vehicle. And Ford, oh my goodness. You can really see how that bump really unsettles you. Rainbow, we were talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a smooth transition. It's
Nowhere near.
really interesting to see the line choices there. How he uses getting the truck sideways, shapes the speed off. Looks like Graham, Peterson, and Hayes kind of equally spaced out here as we go to turn number 3.
Yep.
Heading up the hill.
And Hayes needs to find some speed right now because he is right below that bubble. He's a minute and 43 seconds or behind. Oh no, he's about a minute 0.4 seconds behind, and that's just not gonna. Or minute, 1.4 seconds behind, and he's just not gonna make it.
Showing Hayes is 3.7 seconds off of Graham, the leader. Oh, Pedersen goes real high, able to recover. Didn't get enough for Hayes to catch up, though.
No, I think Hayes did the same thing.
Yeah, it makes sense. See the positioning there. White flag is out, 1 lap to go. Graham, Pedersen looking to go to the dance. Automatic transfer on board. Great shot of the bomber eyewear.
We'll go ahead and ride into the finish with Brody Graham. A little bit of mud on the face.
Yeah, pull a tear off there.
There you go. He just did.
There you go. Thanks, Brody. My vision was.
Oh, and he stuffed the nose on that jump.
Well, if you're going to finish, you finish big, and Brody Graham did.
Oh, yeah. Way to go.
So Graham and Pedersen is going to do a rail slide.
Yeah, I think he's going for a grind.
There you go. Solitary Dornets are up. All right, so we'll be going into Heat 3. See Gary Lane there in the pace truck.
Looks like Heat 3 is turning into actually the LCQ.
Okay, because I see
Yep.
Acta Perfect in there, Lawrence, Hayes, Weitzel, Johnson, Lambert, and Quist. Okay.
Definitely. All right, let's go ahead and run through the drivers one more time if we missed them. This is our time to scoop them back up. So starting off with Mikey Lawrence in the number 85. Beautiful Lawrence Equipment logo on the side. Haas, King Shocks, I believe.
El Kamal.
What is El Kamal, actually? I don't know what that is.
I believe that is the market.
Oh, that's cool. And then BF Goodrich. And then going over to our next driver. Once again, in the 175, Larry Hayes with General Tires.
And there's Jimmy Weitzel, Jr., in the 159, Ultra Motorsports, Weitzel Motorsports machine.
And then your favorite, Dave? Hot Wheels, the number 88.
Hot Wheels, baby. Yeah.
George Lamosis with XM Radio, Virtual Racing School, or VRS, Coca-Cola, Slurpee, and Ford on that hood. Looks like also 4 Ocean. Ah, our favorite.
The drinking team, Papas and Beer. There it is, Ricky Johnson.
And then in the number 690, we have Daniel Rambert in that Ivan Ironman Stewart paint scheme throwback right there. Beautiful. Did a good job racing that last heat. He didn't make it up there, but drove it as clean as possible, and definitely, take my hat off for that. Great driving.
Well, just to get it straight, El Camino is a restaurant chain.
Ah, well, there you go.
That probably serves all their great tortillas. Oh, man, what did I do? Oh, and I had to click on it. It says flour tortillas. Now I'm hungry. Wheat tortillas, corn tortillas.
I love hand-tossed flour tortillas. Those are the best.
Huaracha soft-based tortilla chips. Oh, wraps.
Yup.
Oh. Okay. I'll be back. I'm going to talk about...
All right, I'll finish off the lineup. We have Trey Hernquist in that salty crew fishing. And it looks like Method Racing Wheels, Fox, General Tire, and I can't read the back spot, but definitely a cool paint scheme out there.
You know what he needs?
What does he need?
Critical hit bass lure.
I don't know. I think that might be another competitive lure company, the Salty Crew.
They make lures? I thought it was just clothing.
Is it just clothing? I don't know. I've seen their stuff around. I just haven't looked in too much into it. And then my favorite, James Randolph, number 22, with a nice clean Thrustmaster and General Tires. Oh. Then we have Reese Newer in the number 79, Sparko, Full Send, Method Race Wheels. I believe that's Tensor Tire.
And owned by the same company, I believe, Method and Tensor.
Oh, nice. All right, and then we have the 152 of Francisco Pera. That's going to be Sparko, and then Mexico on the back, General Tires. Nice clean paint scheme. I really like that green and white setup.
And I like the little black stripe, how it breaks it up there through that. His little green forward.
Yep.
Looks good.
And then in the back, Ashton Perfect, the number 90. Perfect Motorsports.
Yep. So we got McNeil Racing.
And
I like how he's even got his Instagram.
Right.
Ashton Top 9. That's pretty smart. All right, here we go. We are green. Lawrence and Hayes going to lead him up here to turn number 1. Lawrence looks low. Hayes, Weitzel, Moses, Johnson. Lots of...
He's got speed. I think he's found his breaking points. Look at that.
He's toe-to-toe with Mikey Lawrence, so look at that. This is going to be a battle, I think.
Yeah, and I think Weitzel's trying to get on in it, too. Come on up into the straight.
Yeah, he's looking right up that inside.
Yeah.
He saw the daylight.
That was a smart move. And riding as close as possible to that inside's where you want to be. But, getting a little nose from the 88.
And it turned him for him. Able to keep his speed.
Luckily, the 88 did lift off and brake a little bit, so I definitely didn't fully rotate him.
And this is only a 5-lap sprint.
That's correct.
All right, so only 3 laps to go. Lamosa's trying to ride the K-rail around. Turn number 1. Side by side with Weitzel as they go. Weitzel on the inside line. They hit in the air.
Oh, no.
Oh, Weitzel gets spun. Oh, the contact as he gets right back on it, though.
But did you see Lawrence just take that turn too wide?
Oh, yeah. Well, here comes Lamosis looking up the inside. Couldn't get that drive and the speed. He's trying to sit up on that outside line. Looks like that's where you want to hit that outside bounce, turn of the air, kind of hit that inside, drift out. Looks like it's been the fastest way around.
All right, here we go, turn 1. Ricky Johnson taking the move. Look at him go. Sweet slide job in there.
Not the first time Johnson and Lawrence have banged doors and done it in the desert. Oh no, Hayes
pushing it.
Oh my goodness.
Looks like he decided to make some room.
That's the way to bully your way up to the top spot.
2 laps to go, man. Gloves are off now.
Oh, they were off, I think, on lap 1.
Oh, looks like he got a penalty for that.
Yeah, it looked a little rough, too much speed going in there. He literally parted the Red Sea.
Yes, he did.
White flag's going to come out. 1 lap to go. Lamosa's in the lead. Lawrence. Johnson. Weitzel. Hayes. As they play tag up on top.
Yeah, Lamosa's just getting too sideways there, slowing himself down and holding up Johnson and Lawrence. Johnson.
Oh, here we go.
Whew. Great job right there. Clean crossover.
Johnson establishing that front position. Lamosa's trying to keep up. On board, looking back on the Ricky Johnson machine. Lamosa's coming out the final turn. Here we go. Checkered flag comes out.
And there we have it.
Ricky Johnson takes the win. I don't know what that
What was that? He just locked his front tires and spun it around and hit Lamosa's. That was awesome.
So
instantly stopped there.
Johnson, Lamosa's, and Lawrence. Followed by Randolph, Rampart, Elquist. All right. Well, here we go. We got a little 2-minute warm-up here.
Yep.
Brody Graham, we got Weitzel, Ethan Ebert, Luke Knupp, Stewart, Trenton Briley, Zap Dropkin, Francisco Peda.
Yeah, we gotta wait for to grid up real fast. Everyone actually during the warm up is able to hit the track, but once you're in gridding, then you wait out.
Yeah, I'm just throwing some names I recognize.
Yeah, I'm just saying that because it's gonna run through the list that I see, so it's gonna populate all the drivers right now until it cleans it up.
Oh, look who else got in there. Is that Ashton Perfect that I saw?
No.
Is this,
like I said, we gotta wait for the gridding to start because it'll clean up the list. Right now, it's open to anyone to warm up.
Oh, anybody can go play?
Yeah, anyone's allowed out in the track right now.
Okay, I'll be back.
Speaking of snacks and food, let's go hit up the Lawrence Equipment booth and get some tortillas.
There you go.
Oh man, what a run! Those are some good heats.
Oh yeah, excellent. There were 1 or 2 little incidents. I think it was a pretty clean race.
Yeah, but that happens. That's it's heat racing. It's short, fast. You want to make sure you're up there.
It's racing, period.
Yeah. But definitely nice heats, especially for those first 4 that made it in. And then the last, looks like last 2. Looks like we're taking only 6. Unless they took the top 3 out of each heat, plus 2 out of the LCQ, then that'd still put us at 8. We'll have to see how it breaks it out.
Yeah, we'll wait and see. I'm looking to see who's going to populate, like you said.
All right, well, before we get going, quick.
Mikey Lawrence is in there. They showed him.
There you go.
So he was 3rd.
So we're going to do a little bit of selfless promotion before we get going and get hitting that grid. So if anyone's watching right now, please hit the subscribe and like button. Definitely helps me out a ton. We are almost to 400.
Hold on.
Yes?
Subscribe
and like-o button. That's why I mispronounced. I stumbled on it because I was trying to throw O at the end. But once again, please, if you haven't done it, do it. We're almost at 400. We're trying to get to 400 and then hit the next hurdle, which is gonna be 500. We're making our way up there, so it definitely helps out every little bit. So let's hit this grid.
I just saw something that says we're enabling admin's choice, which they brought in an extra 2 drivers in tonight's race.
Oh, well, look at that.
Very cool. So Holden Highritter and Mikey Lawrence. Awesome.
And Jimmy Weitzel made it too.
Yes. Oh, sweet.
All right, let's take it from the top. In position number 1, first place right now is Sean Heck in the Affordable Stickers paint scheme. Nice clean colors.
It's got a little carbon fiberish look to it.
Yeah,
white.
a little white carbon fiber.
And there's Trenton Briley in the CBR, super clean, approved memory, and 92 designs.
Yep, and Shreddy.
Shreddy.
And then we have Ethan Ebert in The Firm Motorsports, representing all legal action taken out in the dirt. Sorry. Lucas Oil, Rigid, Ultra Motorsports, so it looks like Diamondback Materials.
Yep.
And then to his side, his compadre with a little bit of looks like he's got a face on his mud flap there. That's going to be Luke Knupp in the 77.
Oh, I gotta still find out who that is. I really can't tell. I was actually gonna try to tilt my head to look underneath the fender, but my head is TV.
Once again, same sponsors: Firm, Ultra Motorsports, Lucas Oil, Rigid, and Diamondback Materials.
And I see Reliable Air Conditioning.
Oh,
RAC.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, you're correct. We have the number 73, Braden Cheramonte, with 92 designs, AM Ortega Construction Incorporated, CSD Racing Products, and what's that in the back? The RTL or RIL?
RTL.
RTL.
Yep, and then CSD, and is that Shreddy?
Yeah, it's Shreddy.
On the front hood.
That's correct. All right, your favorite in black and orange.
Brock Dickerson, the Baugh Design CBR Pro-Am brakes, and Fox, baby, with the BF Goodrich. CBR, of course.
Yep. And then we have the critical hit Bass Lures, Layden Kramer, and the number 1. Approved memory. Shreddy. I don't know what that's on the fender. Looks like FEG PCs. FEGPC.net. NLP simulators. Oh, looks like they're going to go ahead and get going.
That would be New Line Products.
Yep. And then we have, let me run through this real fast. The 54 Braden Osborne. Looks like Matthias.
Right.
And we're just going to have to go into the green.
Zach Crab came in. Here we go. Gary Lane's going to put the hammer down as we go green, green, green. Sean Heck, Trenton Briley, Ethan Ebert, Osborne, Mariona, Drapkin, and Watson. Ebert, Riley, Heck, 3 wide down the ski jump into turn 2.
Oh, Ethan Ebert putting his nose in just a little too far in that corner.
Oh, and he runs over and does his turtle. And a couple drivers go over. I wonder if that's going to bring a caution out or not.
I don't think so.
I'm just going to keep the hammer down, I guess.
Yeah. Not too many people got caught up in that. That was an isolated incident.
So Sean Heck trying to chase down Trenton Briley on the outside line. Heck to the inside. Knupp and Mimosas in tow.
Luke looking to the inside, but getting caught by Layden Kramer there.
And it looks like Dickerson got rolled.
Yeah.
Down again. Riley Heck. Looks like Ray Chiramani, Luke Knupp.
Yeah, Luke trying to give Braden a little bit of a push around that corner.
Got Layden Kramer right on his tail.
And look at that. Zach Drapkin catching up to, looks like Mateus.
This is looking clean, boys. Like it what I see.
Nice, clean lineup by a lot of the drivers out there going into turn 1.
Once again, it's Riley and Heck and Brady Cheromani. The top three as they battle. Going down off the ski jump into turn number 2.
Uh-oh, Lane Kramer going a little sideways.
Oh! He actually gets straightened back out by everybody.
Yeah, Zach, his teammate, gave him a little bump straight.
Oh, definitely looking good there. Up the hill they run. Saw Kramer finally holding off 3 drivers. Drapkin coming up on his tail.
Drapkin needs to be careful, though. The 202 is on the inside. Oh, look at that. Darren Hardesty pushing his way into that area. Or into that turn.
I saw us pulls out a little bit of speed there.
That was a cool move.
Oh, beautiful move as they came off that final turn. Here we go. Turn 1 has been so sketchy as they come around. Watson, he gets turned sideways. Mahadi driver able to recover, but losing a couple positions. Watching Drapkin and Kramer battle. They go up the hill, hot sauce, Darren Hardesty, the 99. The third driver trying to chase down Drapkin and Kramer.
All those drivers so close. Both of those packs, they're literally gunning for position right now. It's beautiful.
Definitely, we got some serious battles all over the track there as we watch. They come off that final turn. Did I see a little smoke coming off someone's truck? No problems like dirt.
Possibly dirt. I don't see any smoke, but let me check in the back a little bit. Yeah, no, it looks like just dirt at the moment.
So when we see that, I've seen motors blow before. We've got the top 3 battling. We've got 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th battling. This is awesome.
Yeah, it looks like Braden trying to fight for position with Sean Heck as he pitches it into turn 4.
I think Braden Cheromani's trying to turn it up just a little bit. Tries to chase down Sean Heck. Trent Miley. Wow. Shot out of a cannon. Into turn 2. Riley looking smooth, hitting his marks as well as Heck. Activate Kramer in 4th, Drapkin in 5th. Oh, Kramer up on the bicycle, able to recover, gets it back down. Drapkin trying to get to the outside, not enough time, he comes around. Oh, he tries to get to the inside there. And it's going to be a side-by-side drag race. Hardesty trying to get up there, split the uprights. Now they delegate to single file. Oh, hot sauce gets a little above the Drapkin. Boy,
that was awesome.
Yeah, they finished a lot of time racing together on pro buggy. Off the ski jump, down the hill they go. Riley, Heck, and Cheromani. Then the next group, we got Kramer, Drapkin, Hardesty. Is that Watson starting to get back up into it again?
Yeah, he's running in 7th right now.
Yeah, I thought after that turn 1 up to the wall, lost a lot of speed. Saw some of the trucks in the back, some fiberglass damage. Who's that? It's actually great on the show, these things with ripped off fenders, dents, bumpers. See, Ebert got really deep in the field there. So like somebody pounding on the door of the booth.
Sorry about that.
So go back to Briley, our leader. Sean Heck in 2nd. Brady Cheromani. Oh, look at this equal distance out. Each driver hoping a mistake out of each one to try and catch back up. Kind of throws me. You see that? Looks like black smoke, but you know, because they're usually Looks like Dusty's pan.
Yeah.
I just came off a real race. I'm seeing my brain is like crazy. So we're at the top option. Here we go.
That's correct.
Time to re-rack and restack. So it's Trent Briley in the number 17. It's Sean Heck in the 619. Followed by Braden Chermani in the 73. Then we're going to go to fourth place, which would be Leighton Kramer in that number 1. Followed by Zach Crafty in the 56. Hardesty in the 99. Watson in the 3. Followed by Graham, Dickerson, Mimosas, Weitzel, Pedersen, Lawrence, Johnson, and Ebert. Osborne, Canuck, and Arona. They're each down a lap. They must have got into the pits, Randall.
Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like they got into an accident and had to hit the pits. That's a bummer.
Yeah. We see Kerry Lane leading them around here in the pace vehicle. We should be going green the next time around, correct?
That's correct. Looks like the lights are off. Let's get a little closer and find out. Nope, lights are still on. We have one more to go.
It'd be really cool to see some of these tracks if we could run them backwards.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I don't think that would be too hard for iRacing to do, but hopefully they'll pull that off.
Well, how are they able to drive through the pace truck?
Oh, pace truck doesn't count as an object in the game.
Oh.
Yeah, trust me, there would be a lot of damaged cars if the pace truck did. A part of me wishes they would update it and not notify anyone, so like when people go to do that, it just blows up their car, their truck, or whatever they have. Just a nice surprise.
Did somebody just get a wave around there?
Yeah, both Luke Canup, Ethan Ebert, some of the guys that are a lap behind are getting their wave arounds right now.
Okay, they're going to put it back on the lead lap then.
That's correct.
Should be interesting. We still got 10 laps to go here. That's still a lot of race. We've seen a lot happen in the first part.
Yeah, and Trenton Briley is holding on strong to his lead. Sean Heck has been trying to reel him back in, but to no avail.
That I will agree with, 100%. I see some areas of the track, though, starting to blue groove there, too.
Yeah, so definitely these guys are going to have to start tightening up their lines. No more multi-groove. It's going to start turning into a one-line track, which is going to get really tough for passing.
Yeah, you want to get into that traction. That blue groove gives you the best traction. You get out in the fluff of the marbles, you're going to spin your wheels. You know, that's where you got to have a lot of throttle control.
Definitely.
15 to 20 inches of travel in real life. And it'll be pretty cool to see how with these things, in real life, when they're jumping them, the shocks get hot. The oil sometimes boil. They get a little soft and sloppy. Tires start to go. Also, how much fuel do they run? Because we're green once again. When the fuel gets lower, the trucks get faster. Kramer looks up to the slide of the inside, and look at this. We're going to have a three-way battle for second down the hill as Trent Briley holds on to his lead.
Oh, look at that. Zap Drapkin pushing his way in through. Oh, no, Sean Heck going sideways.
And he gets straightened back out again. Look at that.
Wow.
It's nice to have a little help from your friends.
Oh, yeah.
Kramer wigs and waggles as he gives Braden Chermani a little bit of a smack.
Oh, Dan Hardesty giving Zach a little hello.
I think Brock Dickerson got caught up in that also. Saw orange machine. Up into turn number 1. Riley, Sean Heck, and look at Drapkin and Hot Sauce now battling. Hardesty. Boy, it's like the old days, these two in Pro Buggy. Awesome to see.
Yep, Hardesty looking for that inside line. Zach keeping it nice and tight.
Chiramani, Watson. Team Brody Graham also. Ebert, Weitzel, Johnson. We got Lawrence Dickerson, and Osborne and Knapp.
Uh-oh, Trenton Briley, he's rolling it.
Oh my goodness, our leader. Oh, no. Heartbreaker.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that hurts. I felt that.
Does. And especially when running such a flawless race.
I know. It looked like he got a friction roll out of there.
But I don't think Sean Heck's too upset about that one there, or his Drapkin.
No, that was a much easy move up the positions. Don't have to worry about much. Just look, there we go, another one. Oh man.
And you can see Hardesty battling there, trying to hold off the advances of Chiramani. Watson already back up to 5th. Very impressed. On board with Darren Hardesty. Well, I'll tell you, that's another family deep in off-road roots. He's a 3rd-generation racer. Grandpa Earl, then of course his dad, Darren Sr. Did a lot of desert racing. Awesome family. Heck, all these families are awesome. I love them all. It's just so great. It was so great to see them all in person, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you know, I got to listen and watch a little bit of that broadcast, and honestly, it was really awesome to see a lot of these younger drivers out here and just driving. I wish I could have been there live just to sit down and watch it all happen.
We'll get you out to one of them. I'll smack John around and tell him not to say smooth as mayonnaise anymore.
That caught me off guard. I think I sent you a text about it.
Yeah.
Like, what's
wait. That actually comes from Larry Huffman.
Oh, okay.
From years ago. He's smooth as mayonnaise.
Yeah. I was like, wait, I'm not eating a sandwich right now.
Or like mayonnaise off a hot dog.
Oh, man, no. Sorry.
I was like, what? That's wrong. All right, Sean Heck, though, having a great race. Drapkin, he is looking for redemption here. Hardesty doing an awesome job. Chiramani holding his own in 4th.
He is on his tail, man. Look at that. Whew.
Oh.
He doesn't have it just yet.
Ooh, that was a hard slap that Sean Heck hit there. Sean Heck, of course, does a lot of the paint schemes for people, too.
Yeah, he does paint schemes. He also does stickers. Did a great job of stickers for me. Loved affordable stickers. That definitely does a great job and can do a huge variety of stickers, too.
I'm going to guess he's based out of San Diego.
Actually, I don't remember.
Well, I can tell you it's 619 area code.
I thought he was doing the 619 because of the WWE.
Oh, I don't know.
That's,
I don't watch WWE.
What's it? It's the Mexican wrestler that used to be. I don't remember his name anymore.
I don't watch wrestling.
I had a friend that was super into it, so I'd always come over. He'd have it going, so that's why I remember it. So it's been years though. I just remember that number.
I'm thinking it might be 619 for San Diego.
Might be.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I might be wrong.
You're probably right on that. I'm probably just.
But he is driving his butt off tonight for sure. Drapkin, Hardesty, Chiramani, Ebert, Watson, and Graham, the top 7 Top three definitely separated there.
And you can see Braden Chermonte wants to get back up in that pack. He's trying so hard to fight back for his position.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He was right up in there. Now, a big gap.
Yep. And this comes up to, when these guys have their trucks tuned for the way they're setting it up. Are they beginning, mid-race, or end of the race? How is it going to handle throughout the whole, for every lap?
Yeah, exactly.
And it looks like just Braden just dropping off a little bit in speed just means that he kind of maybe set it up for the mid-race. And honestly, with a comp caution in the middle, that really kind of splits the field in the sense of you kind of want to play the late game because there's not too much of an advantage other than being up in front and having that clean restart to being fast in the beginning.
Yeah, that's what, a lot of the drivers talked about. They've been messing with the setups and all that, and how much gas you run. And sometimes they try to rev the motors up and turn some back gas, burn it up, make the truck a little lighter.
Oh, Darren Hardesty trying to go in there.
Look at that, two firm drivers battling there with the Ian Ortega driver, Cheramani. It is on. Look at this now. They're starting to catch up. We're going to have a five-way battle, it could be, here when this white flag comes out. On board with great Cheramani. Yeah, awesome. Oh, down the hill they come off the turnstile.
Uh-oh. Interesting.
Yes.
For some reason, I don't know why, but my software is showing Ethan Ebert as second. Ignore that.
Well, it's showing him in third for me now, but I'm watching out front. It's Heck. It's Drapkin.
Yep.
And somebody just disappeared.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who that was.
Okay. Sean Heck lives in San Diego. I'm right.
Ah. Darn it. All right, here we go, Dave.
And the checker flag comes out. Give it up for Sean Heck. Awesome job. Zach Drapkin comes across. And that is just so awesome.
Way to go, Sean. Dude, long time coming. Worked his way up that field from every single race. He's been jumping positions. I remember when Sean first started with us, he was racing in the heats for, a feature event. Last 3-4 races, he's been making it up into the feature, and here we go. Boom.
Bam. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
That's what it is. Way to go. All right, let's get these guys into the broadcasting booth and give them the interview they deserve. What a run. That was a great race. Honestly, night and day from what we've seen. Say that
third
again?
Who is officially going to get third?
I believe that's going to be Ethan Ebert.
It is Ethan, okay.
That's what it shows on my board, unless there's been a change.
Nope, that's what I saw. Just want to make sure it was all right.
You got it. Last
Awesome
couple of donuts for these guys. And here we go. For everyone out there, here is the lineup. First place, the 619 Sean Heck. Second place going to Zachary Drapkin in the 56. Third place going to the 57, Ethan Ebert. Fourth going to the 99 of Darren Hardesty. Fifth to the 73 of Braden Cheramante. Sixth to the 159 of Jimmy Weitzel. Seventh going to the 66, Brody Graham. Eighth to the number 3, Elliot Watson. Ninth to the 85 of Mikey Lawrence. And 10th to Trenton Briley. Good. He made it to the top 10, but wow, that was a tough one. I really hurt.
That was a tough one to swallow.
Yeah, that broke my heart.
Tough one to swallow.
All
But,
right.
dude, I'll tell you what, Sean Heck just drove his butt off there. Drapkin, too. And Ethan Ebert just kind of snuck right into there with some beautiful slide jobs.
Definitely did. All right. Give us 1 second, and we'll pull them up. And in the booth with us, Dave, we have the number 57, Ethan Ebert, our third place winner.
Or just third place.
Oh, just third place? What? Don't say that. He fought hard for that position.
He said the third place winner.
Oh.
That's
sorry.
an oxymoron.
Wow. You know, it is winning. You know, the top three is technically winning a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, Ethan, I got to say, though, you drove your butt off there. It was very impressive to watch. And, you know, got to see you run out there in real life. And how does it feel going from a simulator back into a real race car and then back into a simulator?
It's
a little bit from either side.
It's just so weird because, like, in real life, you can actually pull the tear-offs yourself and stuff like that and then, like, see everything. But in virtual reality and stuff like that, it's just a little bit different. But, yeah, all in all, they're both really fun.
Are you running with a headset?
Oh, yeah. I'm running with a virtual reality headset.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Which VR goggles do you have?
I think I have the Oculus Rift S.
Oh, sweet. Those are cool.
So do you reach up and you want to rip your Oculus off?
Sometimes. Yeah. When I'm like,
it's muscle memory, right?
For sure.
We can put a button on that and get it to so you can have a little button you press.
Oh, yeah. Just reach up there and press the button and pull the tear off.
Yeah, that's doable.
That'll be nice in real life, because in real life, I rip all mine off in one hand.
Yeah, I think Carl Renazator years ago bought up all those mud munchers.
Oh, yeah.
But talk about a little bit about this race here. I mean, you know, the top three, we saw him running around. Trenton Briley, everybody's going, Trenton's got this one. He rolls off. You fight your way up, and all of a sudden, there's a podium position in your sights.
Yeah, I was just... Because when I was going into the last corner and I saw a car flipping, and I was like, no way that's Trenton. And I saw the number and it was 17, and I was like, well, there might be a chance for this one. And, yeah.
And as far as the track goes, I mean, there's certain areas that look like, you know, like turn one looks like, you know, sometimes every once in a while you're going a little high there. But turn two, it looks like you got that line down perfect.
Oh, yeah. Just putting in the practice time yesterday before that practice race we had for tonight. And just after, Luke and I put in some practice time. We put the track at 100% blue groove and just practice on it like that.
So how's the new team doing?
Oh, it's doing really good. We're in Pro 4s, sprint cars, and everything else, basically. NASCAR, too.
Awesome. And I see Darren Hardesty finished right behind you. And your team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty awesome to see. But, you know, you're back racing and doing a little iRacing. We got a little couple weeks before you get back in the race car. And, man, I think it's time to thank some people that make this all possible for you.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I just want to thank my mom and my dad, because my dad got me into this, kind of. He was like, hey, let's go to look at simulators, and I was like, yeah. So I looked at them and got this one. And I also want to thank the firm for just backing me up and everything like that, helping Ultra Wheels and all the people that help for setups and stuff, Luke and Darren and Sean Heck and Holden Heitrider. He couldn't make it tonight, but yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering, we were missing Holden. That's right. There's the other one we're missing.
See, I knew there was one out there. I just forgot him.
It's pretty late for Holden.
Just a little.
But he's got a race this weekend, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, he's racing ERX.
I believe so.
Not for sure. You might be getting in the rig and going back and doing a little bit of that.
Oh yeah. Wish.
And too much money and too much turnaround time, I'm sure, for Lucas and all that.
Oh, for sure.
So, well, congratulations, man. It's great to see you, you and your team doing so well, and you up on the podium.
Yeah, thank you.
And Ethan Ebert, everybody, awesome job.
Great job, man. All right, now for our second place, it's going to be Zachary Drapkin in the number 56. Zach, welcome to the booth.
Thank you, thank you.
The Zach attack is back.
Talk about a comeback from last weekend, not even making the main and coming up here and finishing second.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, redemption.
Oh yeah, I really last week or before our break, I was kind of being easy on it. I never really put in the time, and then I got walked. So I put in the time this week. I put in about an hour and a half a day the past week and a half, and I guess time really does pay here because we pulled off a second place and we were hunting for that first place and almost our first win.
Yeah, you were trying to run down Sean Heck. The moment you saw Trenton turn, I'm pretty sure you felt a little heartbroken too. But then you're like, oh, this puts me right in the pocket where I need to be.
Well, yeah, I was really bummed actually to see my whole critical hit team pretty much drop off towards the end. I think the last one standing was actually Braden. It was pretty cool to see him up front, and then I just noticed towards the end it pretty much ended as I'm just glad I was able to take up something for our team.
Yeah,
and bring home at least second.
Yeah, let's talk about where you made some of those moves that we watched. Turn 2, a couple times, splitting the uprights. I would say, it seems like somebody left some daylight for you a few times.
Yeah, pretty much. I was just looking for openings, just like the buggy. I had to watch my homie Darren Hardesty. I watched him make a couple of moves on Matt Brister last weekend in the regional, and I had to bring a little bit of that to iRacing. And I saw some openings, and I'm not gonna flake on them. I'm gonna do exactly what I'm gonna do at the national in a couple weeks. I'm gonna see an opening. I'm gonna take it. We're not playing nice anymore. We're going for that top spot.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear. Yeah, definitely. It's like that's what I was telling everybody. It's like, and these two are no strangers. How they've raced pro buggy together before. So.
Yeah, it was fun running with Darren. I know. There's a whole bunch of guys I know I can trust. I know I can trust Sean on the track, and I know I can trust Darren. No one's gonna ever throw me into a corner and take me out. So I love running with these two guys. They both run me clean, and I'm just glad I got the chance to actually finish up top with them.
Very awesome.
Ethan runs me clean too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ethan, that's sorry, the big thing. and this last couple of weeks, I mean, the racing has been so clean with you guys. It's like. It seems like everybody's starting to click and know each other's driving style.
Well, yeah, actually, a lot of things is we've had to work on a lot of things. As me and the admin team work, I'm a part of the admin team for the iRacing Short Course here. It's me, Connor, Brandon, Bronson Charmonte, and Darren Hardesty. We all working really hard to keep this series going. And really what we're noticing is we just have to crack down on people because the way that the cleanliness and how everybody's driving has just been changing. And we've been really working on making the driving style of every driver the cleanest and how they would drive in real life. So really having how this race turned out, I'm more than happy. I know my team and my whole iRacing Short Course League, me, Connor, Bronson, and Darren, we're all going to be super happy how this race turned out with everybody.
Oh yeah, this is one of the cleanest races. Yeah. I saw one incident, which was not even a big deal. It was a racing incident kind of.
And to top it off, some beautiful passing by a lot of the drivers out there.
Oh yeah,
it was amazing.
Oh yeah, it was textbook. As Luke would say, it was a textbook pass. So we're just gonna go off of that.
Yeah.
Luke,
definitely awesome.
Homies, I'm just messing with you, bud. Really, I love that racing. I love coming out, at least on the podium. It's great to do that. Well,
welcome back to the podium, and I know you probably got some people to thank.
Do you know what? I definitely got some people to thank because after last week, it was pretty much I was in the dust and I couldn't thank anybody. So I want to start it off with my whole team, my Signature Propellers team, the whole Hill Marine team, Jake, Chad, Corey, Jordan, Red Line Oil for keeping everything cool. My Pro 4 is not, I'm pretty sure it's Red Line cool. I'm just going to say it is, but we're Red Line cooled in the Pro 4. That's what kept us cool the whole race. FabTech Suspension, April and Dave Winter. Corey, good luck this weekend at ERX. I hope you bring home the dub in the Pro 2. My parents, well, they don't really support me in this, but they're here. My dad would rather be seeing me working in the garage with the Pro Buggy, but we're up here doing some video games. So, yeah, CBR for putting on the series and keeping everything cool, keeping our radiators going. All you guys in the announcements, Randall, Dave, and Scott, I believe. My actual rapper in real life, Timmy at Stein Pros. He raps my actual buggy. We're gonna see a new look for the 2020 season with the buggy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Big O Tires, McDowell and Tempe, and the whole Grinder family. Really, they're such a big help in my real life racing with tires and all that.
Oh, he's okay.
Okay. Yeah, and I want to make a big shout out to my Big O Tires BFG teammate Adam Grinder. Super excited to go racing again. You'll see us at the Lucas Oil Nationals this month on the 25th and 26th as we go green in the Pro Buggies.
Yeah, good dude he is.
Oh yeah, super excited. 92 designs for my virtual wrap, critical hit bass fishing lures, Sparko, new line products, all my teammates, Trenton, Layton, Bucky. And I really want to do a big shout out to Sean. He ran me clean. Right now we're actually 3rd and 4th in the championship, and it's by like 4 points. So he closed it in a little bit, but we've got a couple more races to go. So hopefully I can hold on to this 3rd and maybe take 1st and 2nd if Luke and Ethan keep on having these problems. So really, that's all I want to thank. And I want to thank you guys as well for everything you guys do.
Well, thank Jack, and good luck in a couple weeks. And man, awesome job.
Definitely.
We're coming back for second. We're coming for second. We're gonna win next weekend at Arizona. I have a good feeling about it.
All right, I'll put you down as a win. We'll see what happens.
Thank you guys.
You got it. All right. Now for our first place winner, the 619, Sean Heck. You're in the booth.
How's it going, guys?
Awesome, Sean, man. Hey, wow. I just got to say, it looked like a ballet with you guys driving out there. It was so clean, so textbook.
Yeah, I've been practicing a lot with Luke and Darren and the whole firm team last couple of days, trying to get some speed up, and because this track's never my strong suit, and it worked. Me and Zach battled there for a while. He gained a lot of ground when Trenton flipped. I thought I hit him. It didn't show on my screen, but for some reason I thought maybe I tapped him, so I let off thinking I was going to get a black or something, and then realized that I was good to go, and everybody caught up.
Yeah, let's talk about that battle with you and Trenton early on. I mean, had to have been a little frustrating because he was starting to gap you a little bit. And then after the comp caution, it seems like you turned the pressure up on him. Maybe you forced him into that mistake.
Yeah, I didn't want to push too hard in the beginning. I get a little too loose and end up hitting a clip in a K-rail and rolling myself. So I figured the second half I'd try to put a little more pressure, and then once he flipped, it was good to go.
Yeah, when you get out front, I know a lot of drivers have said, it's like now you don't got anybody to follow the lines. Now it's your own lines, but it's also up to you not to make the mistake.
Yeah, you don't seem to push just as hard when you're following somebody else. You're really trying to catch up and follow lines, cut in and out. He's starting to catch me. And then in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about the points. I'm behind him by like 5 points or something. So I was like, I just need to beat Zach. A
little mantra in your head.
I almost threw it away times, and then Zach would catch up, and I'd gap him a little more. And that last turn, once it got blue grooved, I would try to throw it in like I usually do, and it was starting to bicycle, and all I could think was I was going to go over just like Trent.
Yeah, that's something you want to avoid, but you did a great job, man. You helped in there. It's been a while since you've raced up with the front pack, and then now that you're up here and you had a chance to pretty much lead the pack, it's a completely different ball game. You don't have anyone you can follow really. You have to set your own pace. You have to make sure you're staying up ahead, and you did a good job. Definitely grade A driving out there.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Not to overdrive the car. That was the key.
Exactly.
It's a whole different ball game with these guys in the top 10. Like everybody's so fast. Everybody, they drive super clean for the most part. After the comp caution, everybody kind of started tagging each other, and that got a little dirty for a little bit. But for the most part, top 10 guys are all really fast, and it's really hard to get around people.
Well, yeah, that's when the gloves come off usually. Well, so awesome, Sean. I know you got some people to thank for this win, and hopefully we're going to see this battle going on because these points are so close right now.
Yeah, I want to thank Death by Moose for putting this on. You for announcing also. Critical Hit for joining on. rigid. iRacing short course for putting it all on. And big shout out to Luke and Darren and all the Firm Motorsports guys for practicing and making me a little faster. And then Affordable Sticker Services, as always, puts those awesome wraps on the track, stickers, anything you need.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit
honestly,
about
great stickers.
Yeah, he says you made up some real stickers for him in real life.
He
Not
did.
virtual.
Yeah, I was hoping after this break really helped. I figured a lot of guys would get a little rusty, and then I thought I'd get a little more practice in, but I've been swamped all week, so I got about an hour and a half before the race today to throw down some laps and found some speed.
Well, if somebody wants to talk to you about getting, the real life stickers or getting a wrap designed or whatever, how do they get a hold of you?
AffordableStickerServices.com. All social media is the same thing. Instagram, anywhere.
Nice. And just to prove to Randall I was right, 619 San Diego, right?
Of course.
It's not. Darn it.
He was going with some Mexican wrestler.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
man.
from the WWE. I can't remember his name. He used to do the 619 where he jumps out to the outside and swings out and kicks the person back in.
Definitely not. But I was really bummed. I made that new pace car. I put Death by Moose on the number plates, but they weren't able to get it on there.
Yeah, they told me about that. It's okay. It happens. Thank you so much
That would
for
be
doing
cool.
that, man. That was cool.
I'll revise it. I'll hide it somewhere.
Just
Awesome.
work it into the stars.
There you go.
There you go.
There'll be a bunch of moose heads.
Oh man,
Love it.
that was
Well,
awesome.
Sean, man,
Thanks, guys.
awesome race. That's all I got to say. Good job.
Yeah, go ahead and stay in the booth for a little bit. I'm going to close up, and then we'll talk to you after the race. All right, Dave. What a great race!
Sure.
I was
Dude, awesome.
Yeah, I'm ecstatic. This is awesome. This is what we want to see, and I think we're going to be carrying this over into the next season, and that's what we want to see. Everything's cleaned up. We had a huge growth. Now that it's flattening out, we're taking all the best drivers. And these guys are working hard to keeping it clean and racing as best as they can. And I think they're doing a great job. And
Yeah, I
this
got to
is
say,
where
I'm very proud of all these drivers and the way they've been driving, and to watch a clean race, and treat this like what it is, a simulator for racing,
Yep.
and not a video game.
Exactly.
We're going to be good. We're going to be good. So, well, for myself, Dave Arnold, Randall Alvarez, Death by Moose Media. We'll see you guys.
We'll see you guys next week, and I hope everyone has a good rest of the week, because it's going to be a hot one out there. So don't forget to drink water, and we'll see you guys out there.
On the